Welcome back to the channel, it's 9, and today we have quite a bit to discuss. Apparently, Kojima Productions could be getting acquired through some speculations. We're going to talk about that and managing our expectations more than anything. We're going to go over some comments that Jeff Grubb made over on his live stream, and we're going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts 4 with an update that has come from Famitsu. Now, before we get into that, if you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Now, let's start with Kojima Productions. Basically, PlayStation updated its banner to now include Death Stranding amongst other changes. This has led to the speculation of Sony acquiring Kojima Productions. Yes. Some small changes like this sometimes get people very excited, reasonably so. We all are just dying for more news about PlayStation. And of course, even myself, sometimes I get extra excited and, start to speculate on the possibilities and getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Now, I think it's very important that we manage our expectations because it is a PlayStation IP. Death Stranding is a PlayStation IP, and so it's normal for them to put that in their art, especially because it's a successful and relevant IP for today, right? So getting rid of something like Concrete Genie and adding Death Stranding and adding a game like Demon's Souls Remake is very normal. Those are very successful IP. It makes sense to add those. Now, I'm not saying that it's completely impossible for Kojima Productions to be on Sony's list of studios to acquire, as they probably are, and it is possible that they could be acquired. But I wouldn't say that this is reason enough for us to get so excited, because I feel like, yes, sometimes they do drop hints, and I'm not saying that's impossible, but again, I just want to really manage our expectations and not get so excited and hyped about something that could be really nothing, especially when we're just talking about a banner. Now, I do want to go over some comments Jeff Grubb made, and in fact, I have a clip for you guys straight from a stream, so I'll play that right now.
I mean, if you've heard the rumors about a big acquisition from Sony, it was never Kojima Productions, at least not as far as I'm aware. Like, the people that were hearing this stuff, including me, that was not a name that was thrown around. It was bigger than Kojima Productions. Who knows if that's going to happen again? It's very difficult to pin down what's happening with acquisitions.
So he states Kojima Productions was never one of the mentioned studios for a big acquisition. It was actually much bigger than Kojima Productions, although still no hints or clues of what that could be. But it's quite interesting to hear that that was actually never the mentioned studio. So it makes me wonder, what was this mentioned studio? As this could be even bigger, even more massive for the fans and for people who are speculating so much on what Sony could acquire next. And this is actually more exciting to hear that it's actually not Kojima Productions. It could be even bigger than that. So it makes me wonder, are we talking publisher level? Are we just talking another studio? Well, time will tell. We'll know eventually. But to further go off of this Kojima update that Jeff Grubb has provided us,
what I do know is that as of a couple of weeks ago, the Xbox and Kojima deal was still on. As of a couple of weeks ago. This is not like me going off the stuff I've heard previously. This is more recent than that. It's still on. Does that mean that PlayStation could not have acquired Kojima Productions? Not necessarily. I mean, we've seen this happen the other way a bunch of times.
He says Kojima originally was stated to have a letter of intent with Xbox, which we knew about. He said that a while back. As of a couple weeks ago, this is allegedly still on, according to Jeff Grubb. And he also states that this doesn't necessarily mean Kojima hasn't been acquired by PlayStation, as he could have a deal with Xbox, and then after that deal, then they get acquired by Sony. Just as we saw with Bethesda. Bethesda was acquired, yet they still had some deals in place that they had to stay true to and stick with, as they were contractually obligated. So this could be one of those situations. We don't know for sure, as we actually don't know if Kojima Productions is getting acquired at all. But these are all reasons why we should manage our expectations. These are all reasons why we shouldn't get too ahead of ourselves just based off of a banner, at least in my opinion. Now, obviously, I would love to hear from everybody else, like, is this reason enough for you to feel that Kojima Productions is in fact going to be acquired? Like, is this enough for you to feel that way? If so, please let me know. I'd love to have those conversations with you guys. This is just a discussion, right? This is not saying that one or the other person is wrong. I'm just saying that I feel personally that this is not reason enough to believe that Kojima Productions is being acquired, and that we should manage our expectations to not disappoint ourselves or set ourselves up for disappointment. Now, next up, I want to talk about Kingdom Hearts 4. We got an update from Famitsu's interview with Tetsuya Nomura, and Quadratum is said to be the world we see Sora in, and that it isn't the real world in Kingdom Hearts. It's similar to an afterworld. very, very cryptic. I'm not even sure what to make of that. As you probably know, with Kingdom Hearts, there's a lot of cryptic messaging there. And Shibuya is a part of Quadratum. The room Sora wakes up in will be the base for the early part of the game. Now, we've seen that happen before. I believe in Kingdom Hearts 2, we had a base as well. And this is not far from what we've come to expect of Kingdom Hearts games or any type of games coming from Tetsuya Nomura. So this kind of lines up, and I think that could be kind of cool, especially because I'm so interested in this new world, this Quadratum world that's so lifelike, that really relates to our real world of today. So I'm curious to see what that looks like in the game. Like, how much of a part does that play? Now, Sora's appearance is solely like that because of the world he is in, and would return to normal once he leaves that world. So whatever we know Sora's appearance to be is exactly what it will be once he leaves that world, if he leaves that world in the game, as we don't know really what's going on there. It's still in very early development, so there's probably not everything lined up in terms of information. We're probably not going to know everything for a very long time. Early development to me means like we're probably a couple years out from showing you a major trailer that's going to give us a release date. So I think that's kind of where we sit there. But that's really all I kind of grabbed from the trailer that I felt was immediately important as new details, new content. But I'll have the link for you guys if you want to check out every single minute detail in there. But that's all I have for you guys in today's video. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think of this Kojima Productions situation? What do you think of Jeff Grubb's comments? How do you feel about this Kingdom Hearts 4 update? Are you excited for this game? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. You can follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and my new YouTube channel. It'll be linked in the description. And as always, I will talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.